Hi everyone, Leanne Bordage here with Mind Yoga at mindyoga.ca. I wanted to put together this second part to step one, how to get from where you are to where you want to be. And I hope that you all watched my video that I posted about a week ago. And at the end of the video, I asked you to write down 5 things that you do want in your life. Not what you don't want, but what you do want. And if you're having troubles pinpointing exactly what you do want, because surprisingly, some of us don't even know what we do want. So I want you to think about the 5 things that you complain about the most in your life, whether it be your career, your finances, your relationship, the house that you live in, the car that you drive, whatever it may be. And I want you to flip that and take that complaint and decide exactly what it is that you do want. And usually it's the opposite of that complaint. So when you're writing down what you do want, I want you to get as specific as possible. It is so important to get specific because what you think about and what you do want is what you're putting out there as a wish to the universe. So if you just want a new vehicle, and you write down that you want a new vehicle, you will get a new vehicle. But maybe it's a 1987 junker that you don't actually want that, but it's a new vehicle to you, isn't it? So you really, really need to be specific about what it is that you do want. If one of your desires has anything to do with your career, what do you want your career to be like? Do you want to work from home? Do you want to work in an office with 100 other people? Do you want to work 9 to 5, Monday to Friday? Or do you prefer nights and weekends? Do you want a boss or do you want to be the boss? How much money do you want to make in this career? Get as specific as possible. If it's something financial that you do want, I want you to think about how much you want monthly or yearly, or how much do you want in your bank account? How much do you want in your savings account? How much do you want in your investments or for your retirement? Get as specific as possible and write down the exact numbers. If one of your desires is based on a relationship, what do you want your relationship to be like? Whether you're with somebody now or not, what do you want the relationship to be like on a daily basis? Do you want this person with you all the time, every night, cuddling up on the couch? Or do you like a little bit more independence? Do you want to be living together, or do you want to live separately and just spend, 2 nights a week together, whatever it may be? Do you want this person to be outgoing, or do you want them to be more introverted and, stay home and be, more of a bookworm or on the computer or whatever it may be? I want you to get as specific as possible. You could even get down to what you want this person to look like, how tall you want them to be, what their eye color is. Get absolutely as specific as possible, okay? If you want a new house, maybe you want just a starter house, whatever it may be. How big do you want your house to be? Where do you want it located? Do you want it to be 2,000 square feet or 20,000 square feet? What do you want it to look like on the outside, on the inside? How many rooms is it going to have? What colors is it going to be? What's the kitchen going to look like? Do you want a huge yard? Or do you want a very small yard because you don't like yard work? Get as specific as possible. When you do that, that's the request that you send out to the universe. So you want to make sure that it is exactly what you want. And I want to tell you a quick little story about a goal that I had written down about a month ago. I had written down that I wanted a new vehicle, and I knew what kind of vehicle this was going to be. I wanted it to be brand new. I wanted navigation in the dash. I wanted cruise. I wanted the sunroof to go from the windshield to the back. Those vehicles, they're so nice with the whole roof is a sunroof, and I just love that. I think that's super cool. And so I had, you know, what color I wanted. I knew exactly what vehicle I wanted. And I went to the dealership and I found it in the showroom. I brought home the brochure and I had this goal written down that that's the vehicle that I wanted. About a week later, I had a rattle in my vehicle and I took it into the dealership to get fixed. And they decided that they wanted to keep it for 3 days because they had some contraptions they wanted to attach to it and figure out where this rattle was coming from. So they said that they were going to give me a courtesy vehicle. And sure enough, they pull around the front of the dealership in the exact vehicle that I want. The color, the year, the exact model. It had navigation. It had the sunroof from the front right to the back. It was the nicest vehicle ever. It is exactly the one that I wanted. But I forgot to specify that I wanted to own this vehicle. I did not want it to be a courtesy vehicle because I had to give it back. It's not mine, and I did not want to give it back. So I definitely came back home and wrote down specifically that I want to own the vehicle and put that out to the universe. So this is the reason why I want you to get as specific as possible with those 5 things that you do want. You can't have them in your head. You need to write them down and all of the specifics about them. Write them down, okay? So that's your duty, that's your homework at the end of this video. You can also like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. You can join me on my website at mindyoga.ca. You can subscribe to my newsletter. You can also check on my website regularly for updates on workshops that I'm hosting starting in about 10 days. My first workshop, I'm super excited about it, and I hope that you all join me, or I hope that you all join my newsletter at least and my YouTube channel. So thank you so much for listening. I hope that you got something from today, and I'm excited to do step 2 to how to get from where you are to where you want to be. Thanks for watching.